guys, it's Jim Higgins with Backyard Retreat Marketing. Hey, real quick video today to address something that is a source of misunderstanding for many of our clients. So oftentimes we may do an initial analysis for them in terms of their search engine rankings, where they're found right on Google, and we'll come back and say, hey, for this keyword, you're not on the first page, you're on, page 3 or page 2. And they say, well, that's funny. Like, I can search that term and I show up number 3 on the first page, something like that. And sure enough, we can sit there right next to them and they'll type that in and they'll show up number 3 on the first page. So there's this false sense of kind of how you're ranking oftentimes if you're doing your searches from your office or within the same city that your business is located. So I'm going to give you a couple examples here, and just know that when you search into Google, it's based on your customer. The result they get is based on the keyword that they use, but it's also based on other factors. So in terms of where they actually sit, so they're physically at, their search history, what cookies they have on their machine from their browsing history. So there's a lot of things that actually go into search that dictate what is going to show in those results. So let me show you a couple quick examples and a tool here that I think will be helpful for you. So this is a great tool that I like to use often. So if you go to isearchfrom.com, and what this allows you to do is emulate a search from any given place. So the example I'm going to use here is not, Dallas, Texas versus Tulsa, or, somewhere in West Virginia versus California. It is much more real in terms of a local area. So what I've done here, I've done something totally unrelated to our space around outdoor living, but just to make it a good example for you, I just used auto mechanic, right? Somebody's looking for an auto mechanic and they're sitting in Orlando, Florida. So this tool, I said, hey, auto mechanic, I'm searching from Orlando, Florida. Great. And I run that result. And here are the results that renders. So, and we'll compare a couple in just a second. The second thing I did, so another window, same tool, isearchfrom.com, and I said auto mechanic, so the same exact search term, except this time I'm searching from Lake Mary, Florida. So those of you that aren't familiar with this area, Lake Mary is a suburb of Orlando. So it's literally right up the I-4 corridor, about 15 minutes from Orlando. So someone who is an auto mechanic, especially like a mobile mechanic, this would absolutely be in their market. So they would want to show up for each of these. So let me show you the differences here. So if we look at the Orlando search, you'll see in this local search listings, those are going to look very different. So we've got, this is a paid ad, but we've got AAA Mobile Mechanic, HM Mobile Mechanic, and Marty's Auto Works. Whereas over here in the Lake Mary result, right, Google is now using your location where you're actually sitting. So Lake Mary Automotive, Rich's Carpool, Tires Plus. So 3 totally different listings there, right? And furthermore, let's take a look at the organic listings. So we've got Yelp here, yourmechanic.com, but this is one was interesting to me here. So Frank's Mobile Automechanic.com, right? Great listing here. He's coming up in the number 3 spot in the organic listings. So that's if I'm sitting in Orlando. So great job there. But what if I'm sitting in Lake Mary? So where is Frank's? Where does he come up? You'll notice here as I scroll, the business is not on first page of Google at all. So that's what we see oftentimes. So anyway, the whole point of this is just to point out there's a lot of things going on in search. And when you do a search from your office in your specific location, there's oftentimes going to be a chance that the results you see are going to be swayed or biased by your search history, having gone to your site many, many times before, your location, what have you, it's not necessarily representative of what people are seeing in the suburbs and the associated service areas that you may want to be serving. So with all that, where does this go? You need to have a good strategy for making sure you're doing a good job targeting both your core city, but then those suburbs as well. And there's very specific tactics for doing that and having success in both of these searches that I just showed. So anyway, hopefully that's helpful. I know it's a little bit technical, but it's an important piece in the search engine world and helping you gain rankings and ultimately making your phone ring more. So if you can use any help, just visit us anytime. Just go to backyardretreatmarketing.com. You'll see some details, some training there. Also, there's a way you can sign up for a 15-minute strategy session just to get started and see if there's a potential fit. So hope this was helpful. We'll talk soon. Take care.